Have you ever heard about competitive stalking? If you ever get a stalker, I pray that you get a stupid one. One that's messy, forgetful, that doesn't think about the consequences of their actions. One that leaves fingerprints where they shouldn't, that slips up, that rushes. I hope you don't get one that's meticulous, patient, smart. If you have such a stalker, you can go years without noticing them. Years of your life filed away in someone else's memory. Maybe you're already being stalked and you don't know. Maybe that tight feeling in your chest has a reason. Do me a favor. Check your house for small spaces, places where someone might hide. Check your food. Take pictures of your things before leaving and compare the pictures with how they look like when you're back. Look behind you at all times or around you. Close your blinds. And no matter what you do, don't ever be alone. I didn't think I was the type of person to be stalked. I'm not some popular, pretty, extroverted girl that everyone seems to gravitate toward. My best friend is my mom. I'm average in terms of looks and not very smart or charismatic. Genuinely, there's nothing interesting about my life. I mean, I deal drugs from time to time. Apart from that, that's quite boring too. But that's how I came to know about my stalkers, about competitive stalking in general. Part of my work is face-to-face, but some orders take place online. For that, I go on the dark web. I won't go into many details of how exactly I operate. I assume you understand why. But I'll say that I limit myself to what I need to do, and I'm never curious. I occasionally come across hitman ads, forums of pictures of sleeping people, but nothing too crazy. Competitive stalking. That was the purpose of the community I accidentally discovered. I won't say the exact name of the community or provide any way to gain access because I don't want to contribute to its popularity. But I basically came across threads and discussions where people were bragging about their conquests. I'm a woman and I love stalking men. It's just something that gives me power, I think. I've currently narrowed it down to these two attachments, and I can't decide. It's like they're competing for my attention. No one ever suspects that it might actually be a woman who's after a man and not the other way, and that gets me so hot. No way, you're stalking blank too? I've been on to him since he was 22. He's so hot, and his life got infinitely better since I came. I suggest you leave him alone and turn to your other playboy. Do you even know anything about him? I know how long he showers and what he jerks off to and how much money he has in his bank account. I know his medical history and favorite shows. Please, the other day I was in his house. I watched him eat his dinner. I know, I saw you. ? Where were you? Yeah, as if I'm gonna say. There were dozens of threads like that, exchanges between people stalking the same person, or just posts looking for validation, and comments going like, "Congrats, good job." I saw pictures of people in their own homes, naked, sleeping, even selfies sometimes. Pictures that looked like they'd been taken from a crawl space or a closet or through peepholes. I saw some really perverted stuff too, but I won't get into details. I'm in love with her. I even look after her kids, watch them at school. Sometimes I talk to them, and I ask a lot of questions about mommy. Do you know how easy it is for me to just take one? That person was 100% anonymous and didn't offer any identifying details about the victim either. I kept scrolling, unable to look away, the same morbid curiosity as when you're looking at a car accident. Last night, she made the best chili. Here's a picture of her panties. Isn't that neat? I talk to her all the time. She has no idea it's me. It's not like she's too clean herself. It's always the ones you least expect. She's this washed-out junior in college who doesn't talk to anyone ever, and yet she deals. It's so funny to see. What? I'm watching her from her window all the time. It's funny when she cries herself to sleep. I managed to get in once, but I had to jump out the window because she came home. Wait, are you talking about blank? That was my full government name. Yeah, why? I'm in her house right now, haha. I can't begin to describe how I felt in that moment, and I pray you never get to experience this. For a full minute, I didn't think at all. I just stared at the message until I brought myself to read the date. It was dated 3 days ago. Where had I been? I'd been home. Maybe they left. No one can stay in a crawl space for 3 days. Hell, I didn't even know I had a crawl space. I shot up from my desk and started pacing around the house, pulling furniture out and checking everything frantically. I finally took a good look inside my fridge, and it might have been the paranoia, but I swear it looked like someone had quietly lifted the lids of my stuff and taken an almost unnoticeable amount out. I couldn't find no damn crawl space. I went back to reading. Cool, how'd you get in? I'm not telling you that. Maybe in time you'll become a professional like me. I go out all the time and stare at her when she's sleeping. I love it. I don't believe you. I was skimming through the messages while dialing my mom. She picked up pretty quickly. Are you okay, sweetie? Mom, I think someone is stalking me. I came across a website and there's some stalkers talking about me. Pause. What? I'm so good at what I'm doing that I hacked her phone and laptop and I can see her screens. Get in line. I froze, phone in hand. I swore I heard a faint scratch coming from the living room, slow and careful, like nails testing wood. Get out, talk later. As I was putting on my jacket, I glanced at the monitor one last time. My mom was panicking on the other end, asking me all kinds of questions that I didn't know the answer to. One last message caught my attention. I don't care. You're just an observer, a watcher. I'm a player. I actually came in contact with her. I've been talking to her on the phone for months, and she thinks it's her mother.